Hello everyone, Neil Tappin here from Golf Monthly and welcome to episode 3 in our series called 24 Hours to Save Your Game, in which our 18 handicapper Tom Clarke is looking to make some sort of serious, long-lasting improvements to his game. And in this video, we are focusing on fitness. So we have recruited the help of Kate Davey from Precision Golf, and Kate's going to run through a series of exercises with Tom to help improve his strength and his mobility and flexibility, to see if she can help him hit the ball a little bit further, hit the ball a little bit straighter, and also possibly to avoid injury as well. Guys, if you're new to the Golf Monthly YouTube channel, please do hit the subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss any of our videos. Hit the like button if you like what you're watching. But let's head over now onto the range here at Wentworth to see what Kate has to say that will help Tom.
Warm-up section, so the first section we did, that is something you could use before you tee off if you're going to the range, or if you're just working on some mobility and flexibility at home. You could also use it, as we did, before the actual main body of the workout, and that was basically just to get our muscles firing. It was just to get muscles basically just switched on, get a bit of flexibility going, getting the blood flow up a little bit and getting you ready to exercise.
Okay.
And then what I did is we moved into the main part. So you wouldn't have done the main part probably before you go and play golf, because we don't want to tire ourselves out. And that was more looking at strength. So that was sort of doing our squats and things like that, and the press-ups and working on our core. And then we finished off with the flexibility section and the stretching at the end, just to stretch through everything we'd done. So for instance, if you think about your setup, you are almost in like a slight squat as you are. So if we've got more strength in our legs and things like that, you're going to be able to sit in that position a lot better. If you don't have the strength, or you feel that you're going to come out of that position too soon, that's when we're going to extend too quickly. If we can't hip hinge, you'll have issues. So if someone struggles with their hip hinge, so pushing their hips back and having sort of that soft knee and pulling their back, you'll find that they stand taller in their setup. If they're standing taller, they're probably rounding their shoulders. If they're rounding their shoulders, they will not get as much rotation in their backswing. If they don't get as much rotation in their backswing, we're losing club head speed. If we're losing club head speed, we're losing distance. Yeah. So all of those things are really, really important. And the transfer of weight, so the transfer of energy from your lower body into your upper body, that's basically essentially what the golf swing is. So if we've got enough energy going from our lower body and we're transferring that into our upper body, then we're going to get more distance and power. You wouldn't do 100 meters without warming up, okay? And golf is a very, very powerful movement. So we're coiling so much energy and we're exploding. Why would you not warm up properly for that? It's in the hips as well. So if we could get more power from our hips, we're going to take the pressure off our lower back. And how many golfers do you know who've said, "Oh, I've had a lower back injury"? So if we can if we can use the hips more, then we're going to take the pressure off our back. So getting more flexibility and mobility is such a huge part of the game. And the hamstrings as well, like stretching those out. So many golfers have tight hamstrings, which means that they can't hip hinge properly. So if we're stretching all of this out all the time, it should make a huge difference, but it's just getting into the routine. What I just took from that session was, okay, Tom could probably actually work on just pulling, to work on his upper back basically, getting a bit more strength through it, but also just getting into this posture here, okay, because his shoulders started to round a little bit, and his balance as well. And you can do things simply, just, you can make a cup of tea, stand on one leg, brush your teeth, stand on one leg. Just really simple things like that will start to make a difference in your stability, in your ankles and things like that. And just hopping from side to side, because if you've got more balance, you're going to be able to, put more speed through your swing. obviously, if you're fit and able to exercise, then great, give this a try. If you're unsure or you've had any medical conditions, please do check with the doctor before you start exercising.
Okay, so Tom, you have finished your fitness session with Kate. And I think for a lot of people out there, this is the part of it that they come to last, perhaps, when actually this could be an area of major improvement. What was the sort of the big finding for you?
I think you've hit the nail on the head, because I'm not someone who does a lot of gym work, as you could probably tell, and I wasn't really sure, what we were going to go through. But actually, all the things that she did show me, actually, those are things that you could do at home. You don't need to be anywhere. You don't need to be at a gym. You can do, of course, but they're things, and they can help golfers of all sizes, ages, and abilities. So we started off with a warm up.
Yeah.
Well, lots of stretches in there, trying to get your back warm. A lot of that, and about getting your legs warm, especially as that. She's saying, don't go out on the golf course cold, because you're not actually going to be able to hit the ball as far.
Yeah.
And actually, there is also the chance that you could injure yourself as well. And then after that, we did a bit of strength and a bit of flexibility. Again, just trying to help with lots of different things with your swing. And again, those are things that I think anybody could do, and depending on your age or your fitness, actually there's lots of different levels that you can take it. You can make it a lot harder, or actually you can make some of those things a lot easier as well. And there's some really tough stretches. I mean, I would probably looked a bit like a beetroot by the end of it, to be honest with you. And I'm probably going to feel it tomorrow without doubt. Really, but actually there's some things I can probably take away, and actually try and put them into my day-to-day working, or before I go out and play golf, without a doubt.
What's your general level of flexibility like?
Probably quite weak, to be fair. Not as much as when I was 12 or something like that. So that's definitely something. Especially during lockdown, I think people have actually been stuck at home a lot. Actually, people haven't been able to go out and do as much exercise. I mean, when I used to commute, I used to walk 5 miles a day, and I don't do that anymore because we don't work in London anymore. So, those are things which I actually kind of miss. And actually, it's great that I can actually now do something, in a small space, actually at home or in the garden, and get on with something.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting how some of the work that you were doing is sort of proper strength work, and it can make a big difference to the way in which the efficiency in which you move your body, but also the way in which you stand to the ball. And so many faults can creep in by just not being as strong as you could be.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're losing out in yardage, really, mainly. I think it's really the things around flexibility, and especially trying to look after your back. How many slightly older gentlemen out there, and ladies actually, suffer from bad backs, and actually that can be about, from sitting in an office chair, working 9 to 5. So actually, work on that. Try and loosen that up. And actually that could help your game as well. So I thought it's lots of really interesting things which I'm going to look back on and try and pick out the ones that I could do, because I'm not sure I could do the whole session again, but I'm sure I can take out the big bits which I thought were really good.
Yeah, so food for thought, really, isn't it? Hopefully there's something in there for you, maybe some thoughts in your own mind about how you want to prepare to go out and play. These are the sort of, I guess, relatively small things that you can do that actually build them up over time. They can make a big difference. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for episode number 4 in the series, where Tom is going to play a few holes with Paul McGinley, and he's going to find out a bit more about the mental side of the game and about building a good strategy as well. Thanks for watching, but for now, from Wentworth, it's goodbye.